Stop right there. Before you hit play on another English lesson, let me ask you something. Have you ever been in a conversation where someone asked, "So, what's a typical day like for you?" and you just froze?
Oh, I know that feeling. Your brain knows what you want to say, but the English words just won't come out smoothly.
Exactly. Well, guess what? By the end of this episode, you'll be able to describe your entire day in English with confidence. And I mean your real day, not some boring textbook version.
Hey everyone, I'm Sophie.
And I'm Liam. Welcome to the HZ English Pod, where we make learning English feel like chatting with friends over coffee.
Today's episode is pure gold for English learners. We're diving deep into daily routines. But here's the twist. We're not just listing verbs. We're teaching you how native speakers actually talk about their day.
Real phrases, real situations, real English. And stick around because later we'll share the #1 mistake learners make when talking about routines. Trust me, you're probably making it right now.
Before we jump in, quick favor. If you're serious about improving your English, hit that subscribe button. And if you want us to know you're here, drop a comment saying, "I'm ready," in your language. We love seeing where our listeners are from.
All right, Sophie, ready to walk through a day in English?
Let's do this.
Okay, so picture this. It's 6 a.m. What's the first sound you hear?
My alarm going off. And I mean blaring, not just ringing, blaring.
Nice! See, going off is what we say for alarms. Not my alarm rings. We say my alarm goes off.
And honestly, 9 times out of 10, I hit the snooze button.
Hit the snooze button. Classic. So you don't just press it, you hit it. Because let's be honest, that button is your enemy at 6 a.m.
Exactly. But eventually, I drag myself out of bed. And I mean drag, like a zombie.
Drag myself out of bed. I love it. It's so much more real than I get out of bed. Listen to the difference, everyone. I get out of bed sounds robotic, but I drag myself out of bed or I crawl out of bed. That's how we actually talk.
So true. Okay, then I stumble to the bathroom, still half asleep, you know?
Stumble. Yes, not walk. Stumble, because you're barely awake. And what do you do in the bathroom?
Well, first I splash cold water on my face. That wakes me up a bit.
Splash water on your face. Not just wash, splash. You can almost feel it, right?
Then I brush my teeth, obviously. But here's something interesting, Liam. We say brush my teeth, but we also say do my hair.
Great point. Brush my teeth, do my hair, put on makeup, all different verbs. You can't mix them up.
Exactly. And after that, I head to the kitchen. Now, Liam, be honest. Are you a coffee person or a tea person?
Oh, 100% coffee. I need to grab a cup of coffee first thing. Actually, scratch that. I need to make a cup of coffee. There's a difference.
True. Grab a coffee means you're getting one that's already made, like from a cafe. But make coffee means you're brewing it at home.
Exactly. And while the coffee's brewing, I might throw together some breakfast. Maybe scrambled eggs, toast, whatever's quick.
Throw together. I love that phrase. It means make something quickly and simply, not fancy at all.
Right. And here's a pro tip for our listeners. When native speakers talk about breakfast, we usually say I have breakfast, not I eat breakfast.
Good catch. I have breakfast at 7. I have lunch at noon. I have dinner at 7 p.m. Much more natural.
Okay, so after breakfast, reality hits. Time to get ready for the day.
Yes. I get dressed, which takes longer than it should because I can never decide what to wear.
Classic. And then you're looking for your keys, your phone, your bag.
Stop, you're describing my life. Yes, I'm always rushing around, grabbing my stuff at the last minute.
Grabbing my stuff, rushing around, these phrases are gold in everyone. They make you sound natural, not like a textbook.
And then, finally, I lock the door and head out.
Or head off to work. Both work perfectly.
All right, Liam, let's talk about the actual workday. What's your commute like?
Well, I usually hop on the subway. Takes about 30 minutes.
Hop on the subway, not take the subway?
Both are fine, but hop on sounds more casual and natural. Hop on the bus, hop on the train, hop in a taxi.
I like that. Okay, so you hop on the subway. What do you do during the ride?
Honestly, I zone out and scroll through my phone. Sometimes I listen to podcasts.
Zone out, meaning you're not really thinking about anything, just spacing out.
Exactly. And before I know it, I've arrived at work. Then comes the fun part. I clock in.
Clock in means officially starting your work shift, usually by scanning a card or signing in somewhere.
Right. And from there, I dive into my tasks, answer emails, attend meetings, work on projects.
Dive into is such a good phrase. It means you start doing something with focus and energy.
And let me tell you about meetings. Sometimes they're productive, but other times I'm just sitting there, zoning out again, thinking about lunch.
Speaking of lunch, what do you usually do for your lunch break?
I either pack a lunch from home or grab something from a nearby cafe. If it's nice out, I'll eat outside and catch some fresh air.
Catch some fresh air. Get outside and breathe. Such a nice expression.
Yeah, it's important to take breaks, Step away from the desk, clear your head.
Step away from the desk, clear your head. More great natural phrases.
After lunch is back to the grind. More emails, more tasks, counting down the hours until it's time to clock out.
Back to the grind means returning to hard work, and clock out is the opposite of clock in. It means your work shift is over.
Okay, Sophie, best part of the day, coming home. What's your routine?
Oh, the moment I walk through the door, I kick off my shoes. Literally kick them off.
Same. And then what?
I collapse on the couch, just completely melt into it.
Collapse on the couch, melt into the couch. Perfect. You can really feel the exhaustion.
Right? And for about 15 minutes, I just decompress. Maybe scroll through my phone, watch something random.
Decompress, meaning relax and release stress. Great word.
Then, if I have the energy, I might whip up some dinner.
Whip up dinner. Make something quickly, similar to throw together.
Exactly. Nothing too complicated. Sometimes just pasta, sometimes leftovers.
And after dinner?
I do the dishes. Well, I should say I load the dishwasher. I'm not washing anything by hand if I don't have to.
Smart. And then the rest of the evening is yours.
Yeah, I might catch up on a TV show, call a friend, or just chill.
Catch up on a show, watch episodes you've missed, and chill. Just relax. Do nothing specific.
What about you, Liam? What do you do before bed?
I try to wind down, maybe read for a bit. Definitely not look at screens.
Wind down. Gradually relax and prepare for sleep. Important phrase.
Yeah, and then around 11, I call it a night.
Call it a night. Decide to end your day and go to sleep. Love it.
All right, everyone. Remember that big mistake we mentioned earlier?
Oh yes, the one that even intermediate learners make all the time.
Here it is. Using I am instead of I usually or I normally when describing routines.
Wait, explain that.
Okay, so beginners often say things like, I am waking up at 7 a.m., I am eating breakfast. That's present continuous. It means you're doing it right now.
But routines happen regularly, so you need present simple. I wake up at 7. I eat breakfast at 8.
Exactly. Or even better, add words like usually, normally, typically, generally.
I usually wake up at 7. I normally have coffee. I typically work from 9 to 5.
These little words make you sound so much more fluent.
Okay, time for some practice. Liam, I'm going to describe my morning routine using all the natural phrases we learned. Ready?
Ready.
My alarm goes off at 6:30, but I usually hit snooze at least once. Then I drag myself out of bed, stumble to the bathroom, and splash cold water on my face. After brushing my teeth and doing my hair, I head to the kitchen and grab a quick breakfast, usually just coffee and toast. Then I get dressed, grab my stuff, and head out the door by 7:45.
Perfect. See how natural that sounded? Your turn, everyone listening. Try describing your morning routine out loud using the phrases from today. Say it like you're telling a friend. And that's a wrap. You've just learned how to talk about your daily routine like a native English speaker.
Remember, it's not just about knowing the verbs. It's about using natural phrases and expressions.
So here's your homework. In the comments, write one sentence about your routine using a phrase you learned today. We'll read them and give you feedback.
And if this episode helped you, please share it with a friend who's learning English. Let's build this community together.
Next time on the HC English Pod, we're talking about how to handle awkward small talk in English. You won't want to miss it.
Until then, keep practicing, keep listening, and keep growing.
This is Liam
And Sophie.
from the HZ English Pod. See you next time.